Hello, hello. Thank you so much for watching. Today we have a training. By the way, every other week we do a training here on YouTube. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're into hair, happiness, love, peace, mindset shifts, unfolding of your life, and just allowing yourself to be. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and let's go ahead and dive in. So today, also as you're watching, say hey girl, hey. Let me know where you're watching from below in the comments. Let's get started. So I will say that I have a special announcement after today's training, so stick around until the end. I'm so excited. So just overall, I know that you've been on this whole mind, body, and soul journey, just becoming unapologetic about your melanin skin and your kinky hair. And I am ready to help you expand that journey even deeper through the healing of your natural hair so you can feel more confident and more empowered to start each and every day. Okay. I know you haven't been able to get there just because the society that we live in tells us that what we see in the media is actually what's beautiful, right? We don't even know how to take care of our real hair, and that is an issue, right? So I am hosting a virtual natural curl workshops to help you with your natural hair. Okay, so comment down below with the word workshop if you are interested, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that after today's training. Okay, so if you would like the show notes of today's training, you can go to bit.ly, and I'll put it on the screen here. bit.ly/NHH framework. Okay. All right. So the truth is we're just trying to use everybody else's hair care tips when we really need to just use our own customized hair tips, right? Comment below if you can relate. Like if you feel like for far too long you've been doing what works for other people and hair that does not look like yours, let me know if you can relate to that, right? That was me. That was me. Okay. My name is Angel Barnett. I'm your host and your new virtual natural hair rehab expert. Okay. I help Black women who do not want to relax or lock their hair and they desire to wear their real hair out so they can create healthy hair by incorporating mindset and my natural hair healing framework that just helps you to step into this badass, fierce, bold, unapologetic, crown wearing queen that you know that you are. And this is exactly what I'm going to be teaching you. Okay. So, right now, I'm going to walk you through 9 steps that you can take to achieve natural hair bliss by going to what I call rehab. Okay. This is my natural hair healing framework. And let me see. There we go. My natural hair healing framework, and you can take some notes. So what my natural hair healing framework does, it helps you to first understand. It helps you to do 3 things. Okay, kind of overarching the whole healthy growth of natural hair. It first helps you to understand your natural hair in a way to create a true healing experience, to then help you focus on your specific action steps that you should be taking, to then create a plan that is personalized to your specific hair and scalp needs that also fit your lifestyle. Okay, so my natural hair healing framework, it walks you through 3 tools to receive that healing to the deepest soul level. And look, let me jot this down. It helps you to get to the deepest soul level so you can transform your healing hair experience. Here we go. Jot it down. 3 of them. The first one is knowledge. The second one is technique. And the third one is consistency. Okay. So you must have all 3 of these, but personalized and specific to who you are and what you have going on right now in any given time and situation. Okay. Without all three of these, you really just get stuck spinning around in circles, using a lot of energy by doing a lot of things and using a lot of products, a lot of hair products, all to see no real result or progress with your situation, your hair situation. Like, no. So my natural hair healing framework, it just takes you through 9 steps to receive healing of your natural hair to the deepest soul level. Okay. So if you would like an overview of all three tools, as well as all 9 steps of my natural hair healing framework and the show notes of today's training, you can go to bit.ly/NHH framework. Okay. So all 9, you'll see all 9 steps there. We don't have that much time to go over all of them today. So we're going to go over one today, which is step number 2 is learning your progression cycle. And again, for all 9 of them, you can go to the website and you'll get all 9 of them as well as today's show notes. But we're going to dive a little bit deeper. And then also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because the other, I just started to kind of redo all of this. So the step number 1 is already on my channel. Today we're going over step number 2, and then so forth and so forth. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you can see that as well, and you can kind of just follow along with us. All right. So step number 2 in the natural hair healing framework is learning your progression cycle. Okay. So you learn your progression cycle to know the path to take and what to expect through your journey, so you know you are always headed in the right direction and on the right path. Okay. So this is also known as what I call foundational trainings for taking care of your hair, your natural hair. Also known as what I have created is 5 phases to healthier and stronger natural hair. Okay. Also known as the cycle you go through by just trusting the process that I've designed. So how I created this cycle, you may be asking, like, first of all, what is even a cycle? It's your progression cycle. Okay. I created this because as I was learning from the type of treatments that I applied to my clients' hair and how often that I was applying the treatments, the client's hair that did well would go through the same cycle, right? So I would pay special attention to each phase in order that is given to you, right? Start at phase number 1, and then you go down phase number 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So again, start at 1, you go, and then you just do it, right? Start at 1, you do that, and then you get results. Then you go to phase number 2, and then you do that, and you keep going, right? Very simple. Y'all should know by now. If y'all been following me, I first of all, I like to get straight to the point because we're already in the training. And then second of all, I want to make things super simple for you, but I'm just here to just kind of dive a little bit deeper and explain it more for you. Okay. So after you complete a cycle, you just start over and you continue. So it's called a progression cycle because you are progressing the whole way through. And then once we get into step number 6, which is evolving your care, you'll really understand how your progression cycle and you evolving your care is so key to getting to step number 9, which is reaching your fullest potential. Just stick with me. Just subscribe to the channel, stick with me, and I got you. Okay, we're going to make things real simple for you. Okay. All right. So a normal cycle in the salon, let's say somebody who comes very often, let's say every other week, right? When it's 4 to 6 months to complete a whole cycle. So what that means is somebody starts the cycle, starts the program, or starts coming into the salon, or whatever it is, however they decide to work with me, they start the journey. And by the time they get to 4 to 6 months, they've completed a whole cycle. They've seen the results in their hair. Their hair has improved the health of it. The length has already started to grow, and I'll go through the phases so you know what the phases are, what you're going to be doing. But you get to go through the whole thing, and you do it again. You get the progress, you continue progress with your natural hair. You get to a certain point and then you do it over again. Okay, let's get down to it. Okay, so oh well, let me stick to my notes here. So I said that wrong. So a normal cycle in the salon used to average 4 to 6 months when I first started this process or creating this process. Now, because look, okay, transparency moment. I took these notes. I just took these notes from an old training that I did several years ago, and or my, my natural hair healing framework, because there's a whole training on actually each of the phases, but I'm just going to tell you the phases anyways. um when I copied and pasted this and then tried to edit it real quick for y'all today, and it said a normal cycle in the salon averages 4 to 6 months, and then I realized, I was like, oh no, it said a normal cycle in the salon averages 4 to 6 months, and I'm working on getting it down to 3 to 5 months. So good news is, after a couple of years, I've got it down to 3 to 5 months now. So let me read this again the right way. A normal cycle in the salon averaged 4 to 6 months when I first started the process of creating this process. I have now been able to get that down to 3 to 5 months for consistent results. What that means is, to complete the whole cycle, the whole 5 phases of the cycle only takes 3 to 5 months. And it used to take 4 to 6 months. Mm. I thought I was going to add in here that I'm trying to get it down to 2 to 4 months, but to be completely honest with you, the whole growth cycle, that is just it's not realistic, and I don't want to create unrealistic hopes, but I think 3 to 5 months, especially for somebody with extremely damaged hair, like, that's a great time, and to be able to see a huge difference with their hair, and for them to be able to continue going, because they're like, yeah, I want more results, right? We're trying to get you to your dream natural hair. We're trying to get you to your fullest natural hair's potential, not just progression. We want to keep going, right? All right. So there are 5 trainings total for each, not for each phase. There's 1 training total for each phase. But we're not going to be extra thorough today. We're just going to get right down to it. Here is a quick overview of all 5. Which is the 5 phases to healthier and stronger hair so this is your progression cycle. This is you learning your progression cycle. The reason I created this was because, so I told you how I created it. I'm gonna tell you why. I created this because a lot of people would come in to the salon, or they would start working with me online, and they would kind of go through the beginning process of starting something of what I've done with their hair. And they would be like, okay, how long is it going to take for me to get results? Everyone wants to know, how long is it going to take for me to get results? And I'm always like, well, it takes so this will tell you what we're going to go over. This tells you, 1, what to do to get results. You need to do something to get results right away. Why I know that? Well, after working with hundreds and actually thousands of clients over 2 decades, if you don't see results, you as a consumer, if you don't see results, you're not going to want to continue. And the thing is, you have to see results fast. And that's why I created the system. I've tweaked it over the last decade. I've tweaked it and took some things out, doing some things and all of that, right? You need to be able to see results fast. And it's better when you know what to expect. So how it works is, you'll be told what to do and what to expect. So you'll be told what to do. I'm going to say, do this. And then you do it. And then I'm going to say, these are the results that you're going to expect. And then do this next. All right. So for example, And I don't have this thoroughly. I know I have some on my phone because I did pull the notes. But so, for example, phase number 1 is pushing the reset button for moisture. That's the first thing that you need to do, and you do that by hydrating the hair. So, like on the full training, there is a okay, push the reset button for moisture by hydrating the hair, and then it says, let me go over to it because I done closed it out. And then it says what to expect. So, for example, in the first phase of pushing the reset button for moisture, this is what you can expect. You can expect softer hair and your curls are going to start to form. The second phase is starting your transition by getting rid of single strand knots or split ends. And by the way, if you're not taking notes or you're like, first of all, this used to be a paid program. I will just say that. So if you want to take notes and actually use this, like this is the meat. If you're looking for meat right now with transforming your natural hair, this is it. Okay. So phase number 2, starting the transition by getting rid of single strand knots or split ends. What you can expect from that after you do that is that your hair is going to start look fuller. Okay. And your hair is going to be more manageable. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna say something else. The third phase is initiating increased hair growth by creating stimulation. What you can expect from that is slightly itchy scalp and slightly tender scalp. You're also going to start to notice new hair. You're going to see short hair at the root growth area. And then your hair is going to start to get thicker and it's going to be harder to manage. The reason why I put these things in here is because if you don't know that you could expect that your hair is going to get harder to manage, you're going to be like, what did I do wrong? Like, did I do something wrong or am I headed in the right direction? Right? So let me keep going and I'll say some more things before we wrap up today's training. Again, it's super fast, super quick training. Is like 30 minutes tops, probably less. Also, if you want the show notes from today's training, you can go to bit.ly/NHH framework. That'll give you today's the show notes from today's training as well as the full 9 steps in my natural hair healing framework. Okay. And again, right now we're going over the second step in the natural hair healing framework, which is learning your progression cycle. And we are now going over the 5 phases to healthier and stronger hair. So you can know what you need to do, what to expect, and know that you just do it all over again. Like, make this real simple. I'm here to make improving the health of your hair, getting your natural curls to pop. I'm here to make this very simple for you. So just rock with me. Okay. So step number 4 or phase number 4 is increasing your knowledge by learning new maintenance through your journey. This one right here ties into evolving your care, which is step number 6 in the natural hair healing framework. We'll just have to we'll get to that one when we get to it. Okay. But from after you have started to learn, increasing your knowledge, this is what you can expect. You're going to expect thicker and curlier hair. The progression, you're going to notice a huge difference in the length of your hair. And you're also going to notice that your hair is more moisturized. Okay. And then the last phase of the 5 phases to healthier and stronger hair is to fortify your hair strands with only necessary treatments. I did update this. If y'all have been following me for a couple of years, or since I would say it's before 2020 is when I first started doing online programs. This used to say fortify your hair strands with a strengthening treatment. After really getting into caring for curls, I've realized that it's not that necessary to do protein treatments all the time if that's not what your hair needs. For a lot of people, they first of all would overdo protein treatments and their hair would start to get brittle, it would get very hard and it would break off. So I do not recommend that anymore. If you're like, hold on, did they used to say something else? Yes. I only want you to fortify your strands with only necessary treatments. Sometimes that means no extra treatment. Sometimes that's what that means, right? Sometimes it just means keep with your consistent shampoo schedule. Sometimes it just means that, right? If you just do that alone, a lot of additional treatments are not really necessary. Like a lot of people ask me about deep conditioning treatments, they are not that necessary if you keep a frequent shampoo schedule. Just saying. All right. So those are the 5 phases to healthier and stronger natural hair. Here is my announcement. Well, I will say that overall, just my natural hair healing framework is just here to guide you through that less chaotic, less stressful life that you've always known was possible for you. It just gives you more freedom. It gives you more choices and more confidence to show up as who you are in life the way you want to, right? So don't forget, if you would like today's show notes of today's training, you can go to bit.ly NHH framework. And now for my special announcement before I wrap up. I'm hosting a virtual workshop, natural curl workshop, to help you understand living life as a curly girl. Okay, if you're interested in wearing your natural curls out, this is for you. If you're like, what should I expect when wearing my natural curls out? Or like, what do I need to do to actually get my natural curls to pop? Right? Like, share this video if you know somebody who needs this information, and maybe it's not you, or it is you and you just need to like save this so you can go and register or something. I don't know. Whatever you need to do, go share it. Okay, share it out. Give me a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to support my mission and in my mission. Okay, so I'm hosting this workshop next Thursday, and I'll be answering all of your questions that you have about wearing your natural curls out in a wash and go. So we're going to be going over the specific type of products that you need to use to get your curls to pop. We're also going to go over how to prevent your hair from drying out and breaking off so you can finally grow your hair longer and stronger. And then we're going to go over how to turn your wash day into a shampoo hour. All right, so let me see if I can. Okay, so you can comment with the word workshop, or you can go to the link right here. Okay, bit.ly/curl workshop. Actually, this is better because I feel like on YouTube, I can't even, sometimes I can't see the comments, or I can't reply to the comments. So if you are interested in going to the workshop, I mean, you can go ahead and comment. Oh, that's what it is. So when you comment something, sometimes I'm not able to comment back, or send a link or something like that. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But the link is right there, bit.ly/curl workshop. And so I'm so excited to see you all there. I look forward for personally connecting with you there. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook at Angel's Healthy Spa, at YouTube, here on YouTube, at Angel Barnett. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And don't forget also, if you did want the show notes from today, you wanted to go over the whole natural hair healing framework, you can go to bit.ly/NHH framework. I'm going to put that up here real quick, and then I'm going to hop off. All right. Thank you y'all so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see y'all next week. All right. Bye.